going on, guys? So the Chocobo here, and welcome back to some more Sky Factory 3. I decided to sneak on and do a little bit of an extra episode here from this perspective of this is still in the same days as we were doing the chicken stuff. I want to do today something a little bit different than what was done previously and a little bit earlier, which is I want to actually go down mystical agriculture. And I'm very interested to see what we can find in mystical agriculture because of something that I discovered, which was never in magical crops. It was actually something that was just not there. But now I'm very, very confused and very interested. This thing, this growth crystal tier 2, I feel like has a lot of potential for being something amazing. And I mean, like, really amazing. I'm super pumped about this, actually. So what this is going to entail, this is effectively the way I understood it is that it's a super hyped up version of the growth pulsers, but they're built so like they service an area rather than having to be put under every single square of it, which to me sounds wonderful. They also operate as a water source, is also my understanding. So you can see here, can be used as a water source and growth crystal in a 9x9 farm, which to me means that 4 on any given side, which I think is great. Can also be used as just growth crystal. That's all fine and dandy. Whoa! Awesome. And and we also have the ability to grow mystical agriculture stuff faster. So that all to me sounds swell. That sounds great. I am totally down for it. I think that's going to be cool. So now the question becomes, how do we go about doing this? Well, there is one part of the chickens that we're going to have to come back to, which is that in order to create this growth crystal that's in the center here, we are going to need to make some sea lanterns. Sea lanterns, of course, are going to be a little bit of a hassle. These guys are going to require us to get these prismarine chickens. Now, I believe prismarine crystal chickens, especially, these are considered to be higher tier. You can see here it has water and emerald requirements. It's pretty pricey. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty expensive. But that means that as we work towards this prismarine crystal, we're actually doing a pretty good job of, you know, setting up the basic premise of this. Now, in order to get there, I'm going to be a straight shooter here about the way this is going to work. The emerald chicken that we need in order to create this, let me make sure that I'm actually able to see it here. The emerald chicken is going to require us to get the diamond chicken requiring the glass chicken, of course, requiring us to get the nether quartz chicken. Now, failing to do so, the only other way to do it would be to get the actual the loot bags to drop it, which is kind of like, you know, RNG to the extreme point of you can't plan on being that lucky. You can plan on getting a little bit lucky. You can't plan on being that lucky. So we're going to start off with mystical crops or mystical agriculture, whatever, and then we'll start working towards that. But I think that in general, we've come across a certain point of just, I need to be able to fly. And so main plan here is, of course, to start off mystical agriculture, get that running and gunning. But before and to make that happen, we're going to need to explore some ways to fly, and more importantly, how to get around in the nether, because we are being held back by nether quartz, which is just an absolutely ridiculous thing to be held back by. So, flight. Possible from Supremium. Supremium is 120% not going to be the thing that I want to do. There is simply jetpacks in here, and so we've seen these before. I've never actually messed with these, to be completely honest, but I do know that they're there for a reason, and that these I think are the ways that I'm like, you're supposed to be building these anyhow, and we have these two resources in abundance. We have a lot of them. So I'm thinking to myself, maybe it's time Choco starts to mess with jetpacks. Choco also thinks that this is the way that you end up getting killed real easily. Just saying, seems like it'd be pretty darn easy to get killed. So we may end up having to kind of weigh out our options. Now, there are some other choices, right? I'm not going to say that those are the only ones. We do have, of course, that isn't it. There is that one thing. I can't remember now, though. There's some, the angel ring. So the angel ring also exists here, for those of you who remember what the angel ring is. This is going to allow us to fly and all that good stuff. Now, I have no freaking clue how you're supposed to be able to get the angel rings in terms of this particular mod pack. I'd imagine it has something to do with having to make the base ring first or something. There is a thing for generating angel rings, I believe. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I do think that is a thing. Now, I can't seem to remember how to do it, but we have made, I think we have obtained an angel ring in the past. Oh, there he is. Okay. So we have obtained one of these before in the past. It's not impossible. We've done it before. Here's the thing, though. Ender pearls, not exactly swimming in these. We could potentially put this, like, into effect and maybe try. But, you know, all that good stuff. So those are our options, right? We have Angel Ring, Jetpack, and Mystical Agriculture. Now, of those things, the thing that sounds the best to me is still going to end up being Mystical Agriculture because we can use that for a lot of other stuff. So that's what we're going to go towards. Just because Jetpacks, it doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense to me as to why I would go out of my way to do anything else besides Jetpack, or besides Mystical Agriculture, because it's so useful for everything else. Now, I don't know what this is all going to entail. So this is going to be a little bit of a doozy, all right? This is going to be a doozy of an episode. I want you all to, you know, buckle in and just be ready for that. We about to see some stuff go down. And it is probably going to be a little bit on the painful side. I'm going to be honest. It's not going to be all sunshine and rainbows. It's going to be pretty rough. It's going to be pretty darn rough. So let's go ahead, climb on up here. I actually need to get some dirt. Now, I think chicken manure actually can be composted, and these things actually have a relatively good compost rate, so I'm going to actually take out some of this manure. And then I'm just going to let that all organize itself. Manure being, of course, it's just a good way to get some composting going on. Another random side effect of having a lot of chickens was that I get a lot of manure. Also, I did change the way that this is set up, the coal chicken. It does work. It is filling up now all the coal on the bottom here, and it's going fine. I have discovered that I'm running into an issue. I also got a 10-10-10 egg drop from this guy, but we do have to put an item filter in there just to make sure that it doesn't send everything, because it's indiscriminately choking it up with eggs and stuff like that, which is the same exact problem we have in those pens right there. That's a problem for future Choco to worry about, not a problem that current Choco wants to really stress too much about, because it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to stress about it. So let me go ahead. We're going to start off by getting a good bit of dirt here. I do want to set this up kind of in the style that I'm going to have them all put up. So if you remember back to Sky Factory 2.5, when we did that, we put them up in like these little 3x, was it 3x3 or was it bigger than that? I don't remember. But we put, no, it has to be bigger than 3x3. Would it be like 5x7x7 maybe? But I think it must have been, was it 7x7? I don't remember. But anyways, we had these giant like pillars of growth crystals or growth pulsars or whatever, and then we kind of just let that be our main crux for magical crops. I'm thinking that we might be able to avoid doing that and just kind of have it wider and not as tall, and I'm going to bank on that for the time being. Now, if I am also understanding this correctly, there is supposed to, I think, be a chance. Well, that was kind of scary. Sloth Time Lord is now hosting us for 153 viewers. Thank you, Sloth Time Lord. That is kind of concerning that you're a Time Lord and a Sloth. I feel like those two things kind of interfere with each other. Must have a very complicated life. Oh my goodness, so much of a raid of slothiness. It's getting quite slothy in here. But anyways, for those of you who are just joining us on the live stream, we are going along, doing our thing. I'm very scared of magical crops / mystical agriculture, so please go easy on me. This episode is going to be one of many questionable decisions, I am sure. But I do need to make myself, I already forgot what the number was. I need to make myself a 9x9, so I need 81. But 81 dirt -1, because there should be a growth crystal, I believe, in the middle. And so I think what I'm going to be looking for is 80 things of dirt. quite a bit of dirt. Now I have, I think, squirreled away some of the dirt in here. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. It does help, you know, every little bit helps. Alright, so let me go ahead. And we have plenty of manure. We can do this just fine. It should be that I have to do this 15 times if we were starting from blank, but we're not, so shouldn't be too terribly bad of a grind here. I hope. I hope. I hope. That trauma you see on my face, that's normal. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and crack along with this. While we do that, though, I want to highlight a couple of things that we highlighted, I think, last time, too. One of which is there is very much a lack thereof in Zivisio Ho. Now, I did a little bit of research between episodes. I personally could not find anything about, like, the Supremium Ho is great and does blah, blah, blah and makes, like, rainbows come out your butt. There was nothing about that. Not that I would expect rainbows to be coming out of your butt in any mod, unless you're the Nyan Cat mod, but provided that you're doing just regular stuff, I didn't expect something too crazy, but this, I guess, this tier 5 crafting seed business, where you get the Supremium Essence and that, in turn, you know, begets more, I think that's supposed to make up for the lack of a Zivisio Ho. It is kind of strange. There's also a little bit of a departure from kind of the core mechanics and things that, well, it's funny they call them core mechanics, because they have these things called cores now, which is like the heart of your equipment. You can salvage old equipment. It'll destroy the item, but you get the core back. I don't... I actually, to be completely honest, have zero idea what that is all for, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll figure it out, and hopefully we won't burn the world down. You know, it's a process. It's a wonderful, beautiful process, and we are going to probably need to call some kind of emergency service in Minecraft or something. This is gonna probably end up being kind of a doozy. All right, so 53 dirt. Honestly, yeah, 53 dirt's enough to start, I think. All right, so we have ourselves 12 seeds. 12 seeds not being the important part. This Inferium Essence, however, being the important part. So we're going to go ahead and make a whole bunch of these nerds. And we just have, what, 4? So, obviously, we don't need... Obviously, we don't really need to have a ginormous amount of these mystical agriculture things going on right now in terms of dirt plots. But I do want to make sure that we start working on the dirt things. I do tend to get a little bit irresponsible about it. Just a bit, you know. Might have seen me be a little bit irresponsible with them in the past. Just kind of a thing. Alright, so I'm actually going to layer these things over here for now. And let's just start off with a little bit of a cozy space here. And this is also going to be the part where I am going to enter uncharted territory. Because this, I don't know anything about these new growth pulsar things. The growth accelerator... Does the growth crystal... What does the growth crystal... Okay, I don't know. But it looks like it's not going to really help us out. However, we made a friend last time, I hope you guys remember. And I'm hoping that friend of ours is going to help us out. And I completely forgot to go call one of them up. We have 2 of them. And I really hope they can help me here. If they can't, it's not the end of the world. But I'm hoping that this is going to be something that is new that can help us during the early goings of our little labors. Let's call them our labors. All right, let's go down. And whoop, as I break my legs. All right, and then these nerds, I think, can do a 3x3. So let's go ahead. All right, now, Senor Worm here is going to till the earth for me, and is also going to water the earth. Now, whether or not he waters the earth well all the time, I'm not too sure. I don't know if it honestly matters, but we're going to go ahead and leave that right there. It does not appear to hurt me, so that is no longer part of the mod pack, which is fantastic. And I am going to start watering these things, and I'm going to hope that this will help to contribute to its growth. I'm not sure if it actually does or not, but we'll see. We'll see what ends up going on and whether or not we can get this to take. I honestly, honest to goodness, have zero idea. No clue. I also don't know if... Okay, it doesn't look like manure is doing anything. For some reason, it eats them. It is more than happy to take it, but doesn't seem to be doing much of anything to the growth. Now, historically, right, in the past, what we had to do, well, number one, nighttime was not a great time for magical crops to grow, but we've only been able to make them go faster by, I believe it was the growth pulsars, but there's also the watches of flowing time or something like that, but the dark pedestals and stuff. I'm assuming that we have nothing like that. Increasing tick speed is generally a big no-no in these mod packs, in my understanding, because they would, break a lot of stuff, and it would really, really mess with your progression, I guess, design. So we'll see. Now, can I right-click you? No, I don't think I can. Oh, it's not fully grown. Never mind. I don't even want to break you. You cool, fam, you cool. I ain't doing nothing. All right, let these grow. We also do have gold, of course, coming out from our chickens, which is nice. The gold from our chickens are grand. And there we go. And just like that, replanted, all that good stuff. I don't think I get seeds back, as much as I wish I did, but I don't think I do. Let me see. I'm wondering if I will ever get a seed back, because that was a thing that was included in a previous Magical Crops rendition. I think this was actually made by a different guy, if I'm not mistaken. So, perhaps not. I have no idea. In order to make the next tier of crop, right? So, let me see here. So this is the tier 1 crafting seed, right? And so on and so forth. And this is going to make the tier 5 crafting seed. I think that if you look down the list, Draconium, Emerald, Wither Skeleton, Manolin, Vibrant, Terrasteel, and all that other stuff. I think you can actually put these seeds down and it will give you the right stuff for it, if I'm not mistaken. Like, you can, tier 2 actually will give you more of the whatever essence and so on and so forth. So we would need just a handful, but I do need an infusion crystal in order to make this happen. I'm going to need a prosperity shard in order to get that, which I can only get by sieving through sand. Now, funny thing about that is that that's kind of a pain in the butt to get. Now, I think I do have some. I actually do think I have some to my name, but not a whole lot. So, we're going to go ahead, and we're going to let this sit for a while. I'm going to work on getting a prosperity shard thing going, so I can make that crystal. And I'm going to pray very hard that we can get this all sorted out quite nicely. So let's take a little quick roll call here, see what we got going on. So do I have, number one, do I have prosperity shards? I think I do, but I'm not 100% sure. We did get lucky and get some prismarine blocks here, but it's obviously not enough. I'm going to be honest, I do not see the prosperity shard. Could have sworn I had some. Perhaps in a different chest. There's some old roots. There's some dandelions. Huh. I could have sworn we had some. Perhaps I had gotten some from the previous run through. I don't feel like I would make that mistake, but you know what? It wouldn't be the first time I made a doo-doo. Doo-doo? I mean a boo-boo. Not doo-doo. I mean, I do doo-doo, but I'm going to stop while I'm behind. We're just going to move on from this topic. I'm going to go sift through some sand and see if I can get some prosperity shards. Yeah, alright. I think we're in good shape here. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we'll go through. Do I have enough inventory space to make this happen? Yes, I do. And let's just sift through all this good stuff here. See if I can't find a winner. There's 1 prosperity shard. There's 3 prosperity shards. There are 7 prosperity shards. Can I get more? 12? I mean, they seem to be coming relatively easily. We're at 8%. I'm kind of surprised I'm getting this many. 20. That's absolutely not a bad number. I do need 1 diamond. I'm going to need 4 prosperity shards. That's going to make me an infusion crystal, though. That sounds fine to me. I have no idea what planting this is going to make. I am confused. We made... Oh. Hold on. Wait a minute. I think we screwed up, boys. I think we already screwed up. Inferium have these upper tiers, but that's the thing. They just have tiers. That other stuff, the tier 5 crafting seeds, I think that's the base seed. I don't actually think we get... No, we're not supposed to be messing with that. All right. Never mind. Take it all back. We need to get these. So I'm going to need quite a few of these bad boys. I'm going to need 32 for just one payout. Now, assuming that this is like Zavisio Ho progression and all that stuff, it was the case back in the day that you would want to rush the higher tiers. Now, at 1 a pop, admittedly, slightly concerned about whether or not that's going to be an actual thing. Oh, and also, I forgot to do something else. So I'm going to take one of these things of dirt, and I'm going to put a whole bunch of that around it. And I'm going to take said dirt. I'm actually going to rip out this little bit of earth there. I'm not going to get that block back. That's a heartbreaker, but you know what? World's got to keep on going. And I'm going to try to plant this in here. I'm going to need to make a hoe. I'm going to need to make a hoe. Hold on. Let me go make a hoe real quick. And then... Okay, so let's throw away the iron into there. And... let's go make some sticks. And then... Gee, Willikers. I should have probably... A smart man would have actually taken the time to make himself some more inventory space. But I am not a smart man, so... Explains a lot, doesn't it? Alright, so let me go ahead, switch some things around in here. And let's go till that land. And let's see if this works. This was something I heard rumored. I don't think I ever... Oh! Okay, it planted. Now the worm won't do anything, I don't think. I don't think the worm will actually increase the speed of the growth, which is kind of a shame. But, let's see. Let's see. These two are going to be racing. If this, in any way, shape, or form, does not beat out this one, I'm going to just chalk that up to being, this is not worthwhile. And I think that's just a fair assumption to make at this point. So I'm going to leave these be. We're going to let them grow on their own. I don't know if the watering can really helps them grow all that much faster. Maybe it does. I kind of think that it doesn't. So let me look up the word grow. Let's look at this thing, Inferium block. Gonna need quite a few of these, unfortunately, in order for it to be worth our while. So, I told you, it's gonna be a grind, it's gonna be a work, but once we get through and we're actually all the way up through the point where we need them, we should be in pretty darn good shape. We should be looking pretty dadgum pretty. Also, random prosperity shards just hanging out here, whatever. Let's go ahead. I should probably still be composting the manure, so I'm gonna leave that be. Let's go ahead and store the aluminum, the yellorium, all this other stuff that I don't really need to have right now. And gold ore piece certainly as well. Let me go ahead and just organize my inventory here. Let's toss that bad boy out. And let's get back to making all this happen. But first, nope, not what I want to do. Alright, but first let me find one little diamond. Our diamond in the rough. Now this little nerd is going to hopefully help us out here, and I'm going to be able to make an infusion crystal. Awesome. And then with this infusion crystal, it looks like it actually can craft all the way through the tiers. And then if I get up to this and then get some nether star and epic bacon and stuff like that, we can actually make this all work. This actually will not be as difficult this time around, because we have all the different colored things that we can actually be putting through. I have no pigs, but I would imagine that's not going to be too bad, because that just means I have to get carrots, and I just have to, you know, tempt some pigs into my domain, which shouldn't be that hard. Alright, so, anywho, I'm going to need, what, 32 I said Inferium essence? It's going to take a while. It's going to be a long time coming, which is why we're going to work on expanding the platform, and I'm going to spend a good bit of time going back and forth, probably. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I think we're going to try to be smart. I know. We're talking crazy talk right now, but hear me out. I think we're gonna make some of these guys temporarily inside the hen house. It's just gonna make this so I don't have to make 9 billion trips. I think that's gonna be a smart idea. And more importantly, I'm gonna have manure there, so. But let me go ahead, head down here, and let's go see what we can get done. I mean, it doesn't look like it's done much of anything. I don't trust this. I feel like it's not doing jack squat. Whoo! Fertilized dirt. This stuff, in truth, is actually not that valuable, but I like it. It's special. It's near and dear to my heart, so I'm going to go ahead and just, I don't know, leave that in there for now. Alright, so let's go put down our one little lousy thing of dirt. Okay, and so that's going to be 4 across, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then I'm just going to hit that F7 key so I can see if I am in spooky territory, which I'm hoping I'm not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Alright, so we are in spooky land now. I do have some torchies with me, so we should be okay, I'd imagine. Alright, and then I'm just going to build all the way across, because then that would just make us flush. And then we just have to fill this in. That will be enough for, of course, one whole tier 2 growth crystal thing. And look, it's sizable, right? It's quite a large amount of land. You see, I was thinking to myself, like, oh, that's gonna be like this little cruddy thing that's not gonna really reach too far and whatever, but it's really quite sizable. It is actually a rather large deal. So 3, 4, and so right there, this block right here, not this block, but that block would be, that's going to end up being kind of the magical spot. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, well, Choco, there's a very obvious problem that I'm going to have with this whole thing, which is how are you going to get logs? Told you, it's already paying off, man. It is already paying off, my friends. So I'm going to go ahead, toss this out, and I am going to get a little bit of message. Hold on real quick. Alright, actually, we're going to take a little break here, guys. I'm going to pause real quick, but we're going to pick up right where we left off, so give me one hot second. Alright, everyone, so we're back. I'm going to have to step away at some other point during this, because I do have to go pick up a call in a moment. It is 1:30 in the morning for me, but I need to be there for my aunt. So I will have to take another step back, but here's what we're going to do. Whenever that phone call comes through, I'm going to keep on working on stream so people can kind of like watch what I'm doing and whatever else. But we're going to actually skip that part on the recording. I'm just going to go through and keep on working on things. But the game plan here is we're going to just kind of try to expand that dirt plot, number 1. And number 2, we're also going to make it like a submission to also go out of our way to... we're also going to make it our mission to work out some more Inferium. It's going to take a while for me to remember that too. It's not going to be an easy time. Alright, so I'm going to make a whole buttload of these. It's not really important that I make a whole buttload of them, but I'm going to make a whole buttload of them because I can make a buttload of them. Also, for some reason, I'm really enjoying the word butt these days. Don't know why. It's just being a thing. I don't know. Maybe it's a sign of things to come. Maybe I'm just going to be the preacher of butts or something. I have no clue. Alright, so let me... I'm just going to line up this whole area with some of these nice old barrels. And I am one short, my friends. Alright. And then we're going to need... Mate, we gonna need a lot more Inferium, or not Inferium, but, well, we are gonna need a lot more Inferium, but I'm gonna need a way more manure than that. So let me go and fetch some of that manure. Let me get some of that rolling. Ooh, and actually, speak of the devil, and I just used some of it because I am a smarty McSmarterton. Alright. Let me pick up some of that manure. Thank you, friends. And let me just get this out and... Only problem with these iron chickens, they produce too much iron. Darn it. Too much, I say. Okay, so let me go ahead, chuck the iron and redstone out of here. It's so weird to be throwing that stuff out. I'm a hoarder by nature. This goes against a lot of who I am. I'm not sure what is happening to me during this. I feel like Sky Factory is actually starting to break away part of my soul of who I am as a Minecrafter. It's very, very weird. Like, it's really weird for me to be like, yeah, iron? Nah, man. Like, later on, sure. But now? I don't even know if this would technically be episode 10 yet. We still have a ways to go. We're still strapping young fellas doing stuff with all sorts of building and junk, and I don't know. I just feel like this is coming too quickly, and times are changing, man. Times are changing too darn fast. I don't like it. Also, these are way too many barrels. I am not going to be able to fill these all up. But that's alright. So let's go ahead and run through. I think actually, if I fill up all these barrels, I'm going to actually have enough. I'm going to actually have enough to fill up that little square, that little 9x9 plot. -1, of course. -1 of the actual blocks in there. But I think we'll have enough. Because the thing was, this is like 36, so it's closing in on that halfway mark, and I think we filled it more than halfway there. So it's gonna be a bit of a doozy. Can you compost eggs? Oh, you can. What kind of sick savages would do such a thing? Can you compost feathers? No, you cannot compost feathers. That's where we draw the line. Can't do that. What kind of savages do you take the Sky Factory mod pack for? Composting feathers. You should be ashamed. Not me, obviously. It may have been my idea, but you should be ashamed. Because you know what? You enable me. Alright, so let's go ahead through the circle of life and just bang bang. I'm just going to get my pickaxe out of here just so I can just zip on through. Hold down the right click button, just cruise on through, not a care in the world. Okay. I guess the dirt's not complete yet, which is fine by me. So many plopping sounds. So many. Ah! It's just endless plopping. And they don't have any more room. That's the thing. That's the real shame, is that there's no more room for them to plop until we set up a good proper storage system. Oh, I'm sorry, chicken friends. You're not really my friends, but right now you are a very nice commodity. Ain't even gonna lie. And of course, I'm gonna need to get, oh yeah, that easily filled in everything that we needed. And I'm going to need, well, I'm going to need to get some water, and I'm going to need to put it in the middle here. Not because necessarily that, well, okay, let me rephrase that. We don't need to do that, but I'm going to do that just to be a little bit better off in terms of, or I do have an iron hoe and I have manure. So I'm supposed to be able to get worms by, wait, hold on. I almost killed myself because I got a text. That could have been bad. Alright. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to... No. That didn't work. Wonder what it is. It does actually tell me. The worms are pretty useful. Worms can be gotten by simply tilling grass with a hoe. Oh, I have to... No, this stuff. Okay, I got a couple worms there, not like a whole ton of them, but we did get some, and that's gonna dry up and actually turn into land on its own without me doing anything. I don't know what in the world is eating my soul, but I need to get out of here. It's spooky land over there. All right, and we got some more worms. So true enough to their word, we did get worms from that. It sounds like I'm talking about the things that dogs get, which is not what I have. I do not have worms. Don't you walk away from me. Alright, and... Okay, good. Good. So, and then, of course, this grass area is going to regenerate, right? So I'm not too concerned about the welfare of my cropland right here. That's not too big of a deal. And we don't have the water spout there anymore, so this will kind of sort itself out, which is nice. I don't know why these chickens are looking at me like I got food on me. I don't got no food on me, man. Alright, so worm's going to work the land there. That's fine. I don't need water there then, actually, because that's going to take care of itself. Man, this Inferium stuff grows slower than molasses. This thing does not grow, man. That's crazy talk. Alright. This is just bonkers. Executive decision. I'm going to take another cut here. I haven't received my call yet. I am undoubtedly going to receive that call soon. But I'm going to go ahead. We all saw that sparkle, correct? That's not just me going crazy. We all saw that, right? Okay. Not sure what that was about. Strange. But I'm going to go ahead, farm up a whole butt ton of Inferium, and that's going to be the game plan for now. And this is, I'm sure, going to take a ludicrously long amount of time. And so that is going to be what I focus on for a bit. I do want a pretty decent amount of Inferium. I do think that this watering can is helping them grow, though. I will say that. So I probably am going to just focus on getting a 3x3 of Inferium all set up, and then slowly replacing each of those with the higher tier ones, because I believe they just give you more Inferium. I don't think they do nothing else, alright? I think that they actually do just give you more of Inferium. So I don't think they give you like Superium or any of that stuff. So that's going to be the game plan. We're going to take a cut here, and then we'll be back whenever I have gathered up enough Inferium. It is a continuation of the other episode. It's been a long time. I have not showered yet. I am very gross right now, so don't judge me for that. But I am currently at the point where we have all of these as Supreme Inferium crop. That takes forever. However, what's even worse is the fact that no matter what kind of variation I tried in here, it doesn't seem to make a difference as to how quickly they grow. These things, I don't know what it is, but these things seem super content on growing at just kind of like this not so quick speed. And I don't know. If you're planning on doing this yourself, I would recommend starting with a 3x3 of the watering can, focusing on just a little patch of them, and then expanding outward. The longer you're willing to give yourself, so I gave this a day or so, but expand your crop field out, but always, always, always focus on one 3x3. Don't do none of this. Don't do any of that. You just focus on this one little patch, and then you slowly expand outward. Now, it is, I think, worthwhile to expand your crop field so you end up getting large yields per. And you can step away for a little bit, come back, and then a good number of them will have grown. But if you're on a mission, you just want to grind this out, I think this is the fastest way to go. Manure doesn't work. I don't think the fertilized dirt works. I think this is the fastest way to go. Now, each tier of the crop only gives you one extra Inferium per. Not like magical crops where it was like it gave you a number like 8, I think, for the Zavicio. So it doesn't work that way, unfortunately. So if you're kind of like, oh, you know, how long is this taking? It's gonna take you a while, because remember, it's operating off of this same exact, as far as I can remember, it's the same exact way that you get from was it Minicio, I think, to a CO or something like that. But the same exact requirements exist. It's just that you get less per. So this is actually a longer grind just to get the crops down. Now, I will say, however, that this does have a couple of implications. Number one, that means whenever you set up your automation should be harvesting a higher rate of Inferium, which may make this a little bit more sensible if you're willing to make that happen first. So a little bit of a word to the wise, automation of this thing should be way better, because you're getting way more Inferium per crop yield and all that other stuff. And the way you make the upper tier ones, I think I showed a little bit of it. I can't remember anymore because it's been so long. But if you do just the seed, like the Inferium seed tier 1, you surround that with the next tier of essence, and so on and so forth. That's how you get them. It is expensive. It is really, really expensive. So it's just, there are some times in your life whenever you might just be like, you know, I'm kind of curious, but this will suck out your soul. It's just a soul draining experience. And look at all this prudentium. Oh, son of a gun. I have to make another one. All right. Time to make another crystal, and I'm going to probably have to sift for more diamonds. Hooray! Oh. You see that non-existent smile? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Woo. All right. Let's go up. I think I still have 4 up here. I'm trying to maintain a 4 stock of them just to make sure I can make a diamond crop. Actually, that is not a bad idea. Hold on. Since I'm already, you know, more or less here and whatever else, I might as well make the diamond crop. I just might as well. So let me make the diamond seeds. Now this is going to require a tier 5 crafting seed. Oh. No, I'm good. Okay, I'm good. Do I have googly eyes? Oh. Okay. Okay, so let me just go ahead and make this bad boy up. That's not what I wanted. I'm going to make the diamond seeds because that is actually super important for where I am right now. I mean, I can obviously... It's not like I'm completely out of luck if I don't happen to have... Oh, okay, it's alright. I got a whole bunch of premium here. Alright, I was about to say, like, we might have some troubles here. So I'm going to go ahead, break some of these down. You know what? I'm just going to make a whole bunch of intermedium. And I think intermedium begets... Oh, okay, so it begets that stuff. Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter. It's not important that I save every single thing. So tier 1 crafting to tier 2 crafting to tier 3 crafting to tier... I don't have any more of those. To tier 4 crafting. And then to tier 5 crafting. And then with tier 5 crafting, now I can go ahead and do this. This takes forever. 20-bit cheer. 2 days in a row of SF, you spoil me. Thanks for the cheer, Dearth. Well, we're just wrapping up. This is literally the conclusion of the previous thing. We're completing the episode of I wanted to get into mystical agriculture. It takes a long freaking time, and I really, it reached a point where I just wanted it to be done. Like, it's that bad. It's just so time consuming. It's crazy how time consuming this becomes. And I know, like, at the end of the day, it's like, okay, Choco, like, let's dial back the drama queen in you. All right, let's relax. It's not that bad, but it is pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I thought magical crops was pretty bad, but it is nothing compared to the monstrosity that is this. It is. Okay, and then I'm gonna leave a gap there just for now, just to make sure that I remind myself as to where the middle is. Because I only have to put torches here on the wood. The wood is the only part that needs to be torched up here. Otherwise, we are in some trouble. Alright, so I think it's like right here. That looks about center. Alright, is there anything spooky? Oh, you better believe there's some spookiness going on here. Alright, and then that's now not spookified. I think we're good. Alright, cool. Alright, so anyways, I've also been hearing the chickens clucking all day long, which is kind of maddening. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little bit... drives a man crazy a little bit. Alright, so anyways, let me go ahead and put these down. I'm going to go reach over to the other side, get this all sorted out as well. Actually, that is a terrible idea. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to do this. We also discovered that cooked chicken apparently makes... You can compost cooked chicken. I don't know why I didn't think I could do that, but it never occurred to me that I could. And I need to tell more... I don't... Okay. Did I... I threw away my pick... I threw away my hoe. Alright. I'm going to need to... Struggles of life. Alright, I'm going to need to go... I think we still have that one worm that I left behind. No, Choco, don't do it that way. Do it proper. Do it proper. Go make a new one. It's a struggle, man. It's an actual... Like, I think Sky Factory really does... It tests you. It tests how willing you are to grind. It will push you pretty darn far. Alright, so let me go ahead and take this... And let me till the earth here. I just realized that this is 129% not going to do what I wanted to do. Alright. And I'm just going to water this up. I literally, all I need for this to do at this particular point in time is to make this grow up. I just need to start harvesting some diamond essence and stuff like that. Actually, now that I think about it, can I make a... Dirt seeds are a thing still, aren't they? Yeah. Why didn't I do... Okay, well, I guess it's not automated, so to be fair, it's not like it's going to go any faster. So, perhaps not as good of an idea as I thought it was originally. Alright, so we're going to let this grow up. Diamond essence, I have no idea what the number is for the diamond essence. I think it's going to be like old magical crops, and I need like 9 for like 1. It's going to be something bad. It's going to be something bad. 29%, guys. Alright. You know what? Oh, Mr. Worm! Worms! Yeah, I saw one pop up. That's all I got. Only one this time? Alright, fine. Be that way. I don't even care. All I need is one anyway, so joke's on you. Alright, so let me go ahead, drop a little wormy worm here. Gonna keep all that ground fertile and whatnot. And now I'm just gonna water the absolute bejeebus out of this diamond essence. And it's gonna be great. Come on, buddy. It does seem to be the case that diamond essence grows a little bit slower too. I had this fear that this would be the case, but we'll see. Apparently, once you manage to get yourself to the growth crystal, it ceases to matter. But these worms have become my friends. They keep me company. I'm telling you guys, this has done some stuff that I'm not too happy about. Yeah. It's the exact thing I was afraid of. It's growing a lot faster now, though. It's growing a lot faster. Maybe the worms do help. I don't know. 86. You ever just contemplate where your life is right now? This is just where I am at this particular point in time. Just contemplating. And in order to make enough diamond crop, I need a good bit more diamond crop. Never mind, I was just lucky. I may not have necessarily agreed with the chickens in terms of how long that always took, but it was never this bad. This is terrible. And actually, hold on. So, dirt seeds beget... Oh, that's right. You can't even get that anymore. Dirt essence, where are you? Essence. I am looking for dirt. Alright, so looks like... Nope. Dirt essence. 8 of these equals 24 dirt. Okay, yes. I am going to go ahead and just do that real quick, because that would be worth my time. Absolutely. Not even a question. Alright, so let me go ahead and make a couple of these nerds. Okay, base crafting seeds. And then I believe... it should just be a simple matter of... let's see here. It should be a simple matter of just throwing them all together. Oh, okay. I was like, we're about to have some problems here, but we're okay. We're okay, guys. We're okay. Alright, so dirt seeds. I don't have the dirt to do it. That does look really freaking cool, though. I will say that. It does look really cool. That said, still not okay with what it's doing to me. Alright, so I need 6 dirt. Shouldn't be that bad. And honestly speaking, having a good source of dirt that I don't have to do all this composting for would be great. That would be absolutely wonderful. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to start off with 1, and then we're going to work our way up. Just going to work our way up here. Alright, so this, slap them together, get some dirt seeds. Great. And all this other stuff. And I'm also starting to get this sinking feeling that, well, so here's the deal, all right? I'm getting this horrible feeling that as we go through mystical agriculture, this is actually going to become much worse. in that the cores and stuff I haven't looked that much into. I've been trying to avoid them. I've been trying to avoid them quite a bit. I really am scared of it, guys. I'm really scared. I do think I'm not sure if I'm quite there yet, but I'm either there or real darn close to having enough to make the ingots I need. The cores are a different story. I don't know how the cores work yet. I haven't looked into the cores, but I'm pretty sure because I made sure that we had, well, I don't have a stack anymore, but I had at least a stack. I think I even had 4 extra when we started this the second part of this episode out. So I had enough. I'm almost positive I had enough. I just don't have enough, you know, like I need more. I need more. But like, yeah, this takes way too long. It just way too long. So we'll see. We'll see what ends up going down. Might have to break some more gravel down. We'll see. Okay, there's another diamond essence. Getting close. I just need 1 diamond, too. Just to make that infusion crystal. I just need 1. That's all I need. I just need 1. Just need 1. I've been doing some other stuff, though. I've watched some MacGyver. Ate some food. Played some other games every now and then, taking a little break. Yeah. How are you all doing? Yes, sirree, Bob. My day's going good. My day's going good. I got some essence here. Coming along. You know, it's coming along. So that's been going on with me. This is yep. Do you ever just wonder? Do you just wonder what the world would be like if it was in Minecraft? If everything you knew was in a squarish form? I wonder. I wonder. Like, would the dance no longer be called a ball? Would it be called a cube? Just questions like that, they just plague me. Alright, nope, I'm not gonna do it that way. And let's do this. Infusion crystal. Alright, awesome. So we have another infusion crystal. We can get all this going. I just want 1 more dirt essence. That's all I want. Just one lousy stinking dirt essence is all I want now. Alright, let's go back over. Okay, so I'm gonna need to take you, change you into dirt. I'm gonna need to take you and make another dirt seed. I'm gonna swap your positions out. I'm gonna put you down. I am going to fill this thing like there is no tomorrow. If I fill this thing like there's no tomorrow, I'm gonna fill it as much as I can, which is not that much. Just like that, guys. Just like that. Start of something new. Alright, anywho. So we have a new infusion crystal. Let's get this going back on track now. Mystical agriculture. Can we do it? If not, we're gonna have to call it wherever we get to today. That's gonna be the end of the episode. I'm not gonna farm anymore on stream, I don't think, unless we're super duper close. But I really don't feel like doing any more than what I've already done, because this is very time consuming. Okay, so for each ingot, I'm going to need 4 prosperity. I don't have the prosperity shards. I have no idea how that... Okay. Hold on. Wait. We have one set of sand that we can use, right? So let's start from there. Maybe not all hope is lost just yet. We're, it's looking pretty grim, not gonna lie. It's looking not so great for the home team. But you never know. We might end up being pleasantly surprised by the way this goes. You never know, man. You never know. I'm gonna take these infusion crystals, and I'm just gonna run that up to the blue tier, and we're just gonna start from there. I think that looks pretty good. All right, and then sand chicken, if you'd be so kind, and then I'm gonna take your eggs and I'm gonna throw them over the side of this building, and yeah, that's pretty much that. And then more manure. Manure's great. Manure's solid. I'm gonna drop more iron into my iron chests, which was not meant to be holding iron like that, but it's cool. It's cool. Sometimes times change, man. Sometimes you gotta mix it up. You gotta up the mix. Just things happen, bros. Things happen. All right, so we're gonna run over. We're gonna sift through the sand. I'm gonna really hope that there is going to be some lovely prosperity shards, and I mean by some, I mean like I would like 3 billion of them. That would be great. That would be outstanding. All right, so go ahead and store this wood away. I am going to store some more manure away as well, and I can store away some of this gold most certainly. And I'm just going to go ahead and just swap up the positions of all these things. Wonderful. And then let me just go through this stuff right here. And just like that, we'll see if I can get where I need to be. I don't think I have enough. If I'm correct, we need a lot of ingots. So normally it would be what, 24 I believe is a number, but there's 4 armor pieces, and then you take away 1 for the core, which I can... Oh no, and you need a nether star for... Oh, crying out loud. So I would have needed 80 of these prosperity shards. 80. And in addition to 80, I'm going to need quite a few diamonds. Because again, each piece of armor requires a core. Maybe a cheer from Dearth. We have all night to watch you get the shards. Here's what's going to happen. The Nether Star is very clearly the big issue here. It's maybe a cheer from Dearth. Might be easier to make a farming station, Choco. Farming station requires the Z-Splicer. So give me this. Which means I need Solarium. Which, in order to obtain Solarium, I need some Soul Sand. Which means I'm going to need some of that Witch Water, I believe. We have the Ancient Spores. I thought we had the Ancient Spores. Do I have the Ancient Spores? We're just doomed. Just doomed. So let me just hold on. Just wait. I know right now I'm not giving you guys top tier commentary, but just let me take some time to try and understand. Ladies and gentlemen, there are moments when you just have to look at these things and you just have to be amazed. So this all started off with me having made an assertion. That assertion was the following. I do not know how I'm going to go about and make myself have the ability of flight. All right, that was the big question. Can I get myself into the air so I can fly around? Now, quite obviously, the angel ring is not going to work. Mystical agriculture, same thing. It's level of difficulty is rather high. This leaves just one option available to me. Let's go ahead. Oh, there are the ancient spores. Okay, so there's the ancient spores. We could make witch water. Let me go ahead and just take this out. All right. Oh, fly by the power of potato is hopefully going to end up being a true statement. Take 2 potatoes out, just in case. Gonna take some string out here as well. Just gonna go ahead and need some gold. I'll make 2 of these. Not necessarily because I even need to have 2, but just in case. And let's go ahead and see. Let's go ahead and see what the controls are for simply jetpacks. I have no idea what any of these things do. I'm just gonna make that the add sign now. And then I'm gonna make this one the return key. My jetpack fuel is depleted. Question is, how do I charge it? I don't believe I can put it in a sterling. I think I need to put it inside of one of those capacitor bank things. So redstone, iron. Gonna need some basic capacitors here. I need 4 of these nerds, so I'm gonna need 4 copper actually. So let's go back, get the 4 copper, and start to make that happen. Just looking, just 4 copper will do. That's all I need. I don't need anything more. I don't need anything excessive here. And then let's just go down. We're just gonna go down. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna go down here. Alrighty. And then we're gonna make our way over, and I'm going to take some time just to quickly scoop up a little bit of this like arbitrary iron and redstone that's floating around from the chickens. Okay, good. And then I'm going to try to make myself this basic capacitor thing, you know, just this is very simple, very oh, I don't even have enough to do that. All right, that's okay, because we have I'm sure we have a little bit of gold. Yep, we have a little bit of gold here. That's okay. We're all right. We're okay. I'm just going to go duck in here and quickly get this all sorted out. And I'm just gonna dump all the redstone and the iron in here just for one hot second. Don't worry, we're not completely going that crazy just yet. We're working on it. All right. And so I need to make 4 of these, and that's not gonna be possible because I don't have the little bits and pieces here. So let me go ahead and now try it. I now can make 4 base capacitors, and I certainly have the redstone I require in order to make a redstone block. So let me go ahead and do that as well. and we're just gonna make this basic capacitor, and I'm just gonna put it down, just right here, right? And I'm just gonna leave that in there. I don't know if that's the way you do it, but okay. So that did not really work. 250-bit cheer from Artemi saying, I think you need an energetic infuser or a charge plate. Charge plate? There is a Draconic Evolutions thing. There's all manner of evil and terribly evil things. Alright. Perhaps the energetic infuser. The infuser? Okay. Energy and... No. No. That, no. Alright. Let's, what's this thing called? What's this thing called? Tuber. Okay, there's other stuff. Nothing even shares a name with this thing. Okay. Nope. $20-bit cheer from Darth saying, Chance Cube episode for Nether Stars for Belt? That sounds like a surefire way to get myself to lose my mind. Alright, looks like some people are saying flux capacitors. Okay. Well, no. Let's look it up. Let's look this up. It can be charged using an energetic infuser or another machine that can provide RF charging. It can hold up to 1200 RF. So, why are you not charging in here? I feel like that should work. Alright, let me look up Jetpack. Maybe this just is a dud? Maybe that's what's going on here. Maybe it's just a dud. Maybe this is all just a prank, bros. Maybe. Alright. Confused. My jetpack fuel is depleted. I don't know what don't know. Perhaps maybe it's only a hover one. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's just a strictly hovering thing or something. That might be it. That might be just this might just not be strong enough because it's a potato. It may end up not being able to do that. So perhaps it's just okay. Let's make this call subtract. Let's just try. So can I? Okay. Nope. I'm in hover. Okay, hover mode is enabled. Nope. Doesn't seem to be doing much of anything at all. Alright. Ladies and gents, there are moments when you just don't have luck on your side. Things just do not go your way. It's one of those times where it's not really going my way. You know, it's just not doing too well. All right. So here's the plan. I have absolutely zero idea how I'm expected to do this. In terms of both all mystical, well, I think we may have to kill the Wither. Which begs the question where we get the Wither Skull from, which I guess leads me back to my original issue of I don't know how you're supposed to be able to navigate through the Nether without any of these things. It seems kind of like a crazy people are saying sneak right click. Alright. Give that a try, ain't no harm in. All that did was it equipped it, which I don't have to be sneak right clicking for. Unless you mean like for charging purposes. Perhaps that's what you mean. Hold on. So I'm kind of curious to know. I'm kind of curious to know how exactly, and some people are saying maybe to charge it, you gotta shift right click. I think I already tried that. I'll try it again. Nope, just equips it. I don't know. Alright, well, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to figure out exactly how I'm expected to progress from this point, because I need to kill Wither Skeletons at some point. I guess I could pillar my way to victory, like make bridges and all that other stuff, but I just don't know how that would make any form of sense. I just don't think it would. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to have to come back and revisit the old drawing board. We are at the point, though, where I'm starting to get this sneaking suspicion that we may end up actually wanting to get that mob farm up. I was kind of hoping to avoid mob farms, really. But I have no idea how else you would go about doing this, so we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. I'm going to have to figure out some way to get into the Nether and get some stuff. I just don't know how this is going to work. But, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. I don't know. Like, very clearly, the jetpack fuel is depleted. I mean, it says so in the upper left corner. Like, look, it says jetpack. I'm spamming my space bar and seeing if I can fly or anything like that. I have my hover mode on. I'm let's see here. I have the jetpack engine. Like, I guess I can turn on disabled, enabled. It just doesn't work. So it just It's just a whole bunch of disappointment. It's just a whole bunch of sadness and disappointment. Today was just rough. So I think we may have to make a mob farm, because the only thing I can think of doing assuming it still works, I would assume that 20-bit cheer 20-bit cheer from Riddler saying get chance cubes and a chance cube scanner and a silk touch pendant to get easy nether stars. That sounds kind of cheaty. I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe. And apparently people are telling me that if I use the potato, I'll explode and I'll die. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even work. Yeah, and so I think what we're going to end up having to do, and I think I saw Dirth mentioned it, is that we're going to need that witch water that we made. So I'm going to have to put those ancient spores down, put into a barrel, put some water in there, let that turn to witch water, and I'm going to have to pour it on some skeletons, which means I have to make a mob farm. Now, we've been holding off pretty darn well, but I think we finally reached the point where we just got to do it, so we'll see. We'll hope for the best and whatever else, but these potatoes have been full of just disappointment, so I'm just going to throw that away. Shame on you. I'm not even going to mention the thing about the likes. I will say this, though. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And we'll be back some point. I'll try to figure out a solution. I'm troubled. I'm very troubled by this right now. So I'm kind of, yeah. Times are tough. Anyway, take care, everyone. Have a wonderful, safe day. Ciao for now.